Sometimes a place that's beloved by a community, a vibrant public square, gets blamed for something like traffic chaos. But is it really the villain in the story? Today, we are going to clear the air and get to the bottom of the congestion claims surrounding Pune's Kalakar Katta. First, let's just set the scene. Since 2021, it has just blossomed into this incredible organic space. It is for art, for meeting people, for just taking a breath in a city that's always on the move. It's really a cornerstone of the community here. But lately, it has come under fire. You've probably heard the narrative that this very space is the main reason for all the traffic jams at the junction. That's a pretty serious claim. So we decided we had to investigate. To really separate fact from fiction, we decided a detailed on the ground assessment. We looked at everything: the intersection design, actual flow of traffic, and what's really happening on the street minute by minute. And you know what our number one finding is? The physical design of the junction and the space that Kalakar Katta takes up, they are not the root cause of the congestion. The evidence just doesn't back up the myth. Let's dive into that evidence piece by piece. First key of the puzzle. The number right here, 24 meters. This is the turning radius available for vehicles turning from FC Road onto Bhandarkar Road. And it's not some random number, fully compliant with the Indian Roads Congress standards, the official national guidelines for making sure our roads are designed safely. And here you can really see how that technical plan connects to reality. On the left, you have got the design geometry, and on the right, that's the real world proof. A huge PNPML city bus is making that exact turn comfortably, safely. The design just works. And this holds up when we look at the real world traffic data too. We actually went out and measured the travel time along a 1.6 kilometer stretch of FC Road at different times of the day. It is consistently 5 to 6 minutes, even at 5 and 7 pm, what you think of as peak hours. There are no big spikes. That tells us the traffic flow is stable. And hey, it's not just our findings. An RTI query was filed with the Deccan Traffic Department, and it confirms that there are no official records of traffic obstruction caused by Kalakar Katta. Okay, so if the junction's design isn't really the problem, what is? Well, if you spend time there, the real source of the friction becomes pretty obvious pretty fast. Let's take a look at what's actually causing those conflicts. This right here is the main issue. We are seeing an app-based cab and a two-wheeler stopping for a pickup in an active lane of traffic. The second that happens, it chokes up road's capacity and disrupts the traffic flow. It's a recurring pattern. Here's another perfect example: an auto rickshaw just stopping for passengers, forcing everyone else to slow down or swerve around it. This creates a bottleneck. And sometimes it's not just an obstruction, it's a real safety hazard. I mean, this auto is stopping on the wrong side of the road. That creates a direct conflict with oncoming vehicles. It is these kinds of behaviors, not the physical infrastructure, that are the true source of all that traffic. So we have identified the real problem, and the good news is it's totally fixable. We don't need a huge overhaul, some targeted, practical solutions. We've actually put together a clear 3-step plan to address these specific issues. Our plan is straightforward. First, and this is the big one, strictly enforce no halting zones near the junction. Second, put up some clear signage to help manage pedestrian crowds. And third, a super simple but effective adjustment to the space itself. And that's the third step. By just shifting these seating elements a little further back from the road's edge, we can improve safety by discouraging people from sitting or waiting right next to moving traffic. It's a tiny change that makes the edge of the footpath clearer. You know, when you really look at it, this analysis of Kalakar Katta points to a much bigger idea. This isn't just about one intersection in Pune. It really speaks to a fundamental question about what we want the future of our cities to look like. Our work is grounded in this one core belief. Cities should be designed for people first. Public spaces like the Kalakar Katta are lifeblood of a city. they foster community culture and just general well-being. And to think we might remove a valuable public asset based on a flawed assumption, it would be a huge loss. So we will leave you with this question to think about. The story of Kalakar Katta highlights a really critical challenge. How do we as citizens make sure that the big decisions about our shared public spaces are driven by solid evidence and careful analysis, and not just by hearsay or assumptions? Because protecting our public spaces, well, that starts with protecting the truth.